Hey everyone, back with another video, and today we have Imperfect Cell from Dragon Ball Z, a figure that I wanted for a very long time because the only Cell figure I have is the Perfect Cell that came with a Cell Junior, and I've done a video on that. This was probably about 5 years ago. You can find it on the channel, so really excited to get out this first form of Cell. This one comes with a little energy ball that he blasts. Got his wings and the tail here, which I believe have to be attached. And then here are the other ones in the set. I do have this Gohan. I haven't done an unboxing, but I did show it in a video with all of my Dragon Ball Z figures. I do have a video of the Trunks, do not have the Krillin, and then the Frieza I just got, and then that will be the next unboxing. But now we'll go ahead and get into the Cell and see what he looks like. Just judging from the packaging, given this figure is from the early 2000s, I think he does look really good. I think the color on there is great. His eyes and the face have been done well, so let's get him out and look at it in a little bit more detail. But really happy to have this one. I'd love to get the second form, and I've seen it in the 2-pack. I don't know if maybe he came with the Vegeta. I think when Jack Specific did the 2-packs, but those are really expensive on eBay. And I know there's a newer version of him now. I may look at eventually getting that, but I do prefer these older ones. So let's see, we've got a little piece of paper here with the instructions on what we attach and how to shoot the energy ball. And then we'll go ahead and get these out. And this is the same one that comes with the Gohan and Trunks figures. And then Frieza's is pink and Krillin's is blue. So we'll set that off on the side. And then he comes right out. Here is the tail, and it looks like we've got the color here, but it's this kind of blue on the underside, which I have to go back and look in the show and see. I thought the entire tail in the show was like this with the green pattern, but I could be totally wrong. So let's see here. These are just lightly taped down, so we'll get them out. And then here on the back of the figure, we can see the holes for these wings, if you want to call them that. Let's see, let me put this in here. There we go. Just have to angle it a little bit. Let's go ahead and do the tail next. And that just pops right in. And then we'll get these. Have to do it at a little bit of an angle. If we try to do it straight on, it's a little bit tougher to get them to lock in, but there we are. And so there's the tail. I think they've set that up well where it kind of curves but points down. It's just interesting here too, the blue. If anybody knows why they would have done it that way, yeah, let me know. Also, the inside of the wing here too is blue. So let's see how they did it on the packaging. Yeah, it looks like it's just kind of blacked out here, but yeah, they always make that little note saying what's on the back of the package isn't guaranteed to be the figure. They may have made some changes along the way. So I think that's what they did here, but it does look really good though. It does look really good. We can see some of that orange detailing here around his waist. There's a pop of the light blue. The shade of green that they've used looks really nice. It's a bright figure. Back of the head's done really well. I mean, the entire figure just looks really, really good. I was surprised. I was thinking it might be a little bit more like those earlier Irwin ones, like the late 90s, where you have like some of the Friezas and Gokus and the faces off and the detailing isn't the best, but this one's done really, really well. And then we'll put this energy ball right into his hand, and then we can just pose him like that. And then right there under his arm is where he will shoot the energy ball. So perfect. Here's one look at him now. We'll do a slow from the front. And we'll turn him over. Back. I think he looks great. So I'll go ahead and adjust the camera to lower angle so you can see him head on. And then we will wrap up the video. And so here he is from this angle. You can see him close up. So the figure looks really, really good, especially given its age. And it's really easy to display the way that his legs are set. Makes it easy for him to stand. And then we will go ahead and shoot this off. There it goes. All right, so there is the imperfect cell, and we will have the third form Frieza in the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.